Good morning, students. Welcome to second term. I hope you all got good marks in your exams. Very good. Now, today I am going to start a new lesson, The Brave Dutch Boy. To do a good thing, you don't have to wait to grow up. You can do good things at a very young age. If you want to help others, you will always find an opportunity to do so. At any moment, you can do something to help your friends, parents, or even strangers. You do not need money, but a good heart to help others. Here is a true story, a boy called Hans who saved his town from a certain disaster. Now, dear children, take your textbook, open page number 27, lesson 4, The Brave Dutch Boy. Now, look at the page. What is given in the box? See the first picture. People from India are called Indians. Second picture. People from China are called Chinese. Now I am going to ask you, what do the people from Japan are called? Can anyone say? Yes, Japanese. The people from England are called English. The people from England are called English. Now see the last picture there. People from the Netherlands or Holland are called Dutch. D-U-T-C-H. So the people from Netherlands or Holland are called Dutch. Now we'll go to the lesson. Netherlands is a country in Europe. So where is Netherlands? It is in Europe. Many parts of the country lie below sea level. Barriers called dykes are built to prevent seawater from entering the towns. What do you mean by barriers? Things which separate one thing from another. What is barriers? Things which separate one thing from another. So another name for barriers, dykes. Dykes means stone walls built to hold back water. Stone walls built to hold back water. That means the water must not enter to the land. There we will put stones or big rocks. Near the sea, when you go to Shangumukam and all, we can see that. There the rocks are put near the land. Why? The seawater must not enter to the land. So that is called dykes. In a village near Haarlem, there lived a small boy called Hans Brinker. So where was Hans living? In a small village called Haarlem. He was a very helpful boy. After school, he usually went to see an old man who lived alone. Hans is a schoolboy like you are. Every day he used to go to school. After coming from school, he straight away goes to see an old man who is staying alone. One evening, he was walking close to a dyke, singing sweetly and passing his hands along the wall. Suddenly, his palm felt wet. What happened? One day evening, he was walking close to a dyke while he was going to see an old man, singing sweetly and passing his hands along the wall. Suddenly, his palm felt wet. He found that water was leaking through the hole. He knew that something will happen because through the hole the water may enter inside and the village will be under the water. So he got frightened. He doesn't know what to do. Hans knew he had to inform the people immediately. He ran up and down the road to tell someone about it, but he couldn't find anyone. He was worried and afraid. He ran back to see the leak where the water is falling. Now the hole had become slightly bigger. What happened? When he went to see any people are standing there on the roadside, there was no one to inform them. So again he came, he saw that the hole was becoming bigger and bigger. He doesn't know what to do. He could not waste any more time. He tried to find something which he could plug the hole. What do you mean by plug? Something to put inside the hole. So he saw that the hole is becoming bigger and bigger. So he did not waste any time. He tried to find something which he could plug the hole. Plug means to close that, to put something inside the hole. He could not find anything. He tried to plug the leak with a twig from a tree. You know what is twig? A small twig means a small and thin branch of a tree. Yes, he took that and put it inside the hole. But it did not stop the leak. So he put his little finger inside the hole. The finger slid in very easily. What do you mean by slid? It went inside. Slid in very easily. Went inside the hole. Since water was still leaking, he tried his index finger. What is index finger? The point at which we point to show something. That finger is called index finger. It was the exact size of the hole. The leak stopped completely. See what all he did to stop the leaking. First he tried to put a twig, but it was waste. Again started leaking. Then he tried to put his finger, little finger, small finger. That also couldn't do anything. The water still leaking. Then he tried his index finger. That was the exact size of the hole and the leak stopped completely. He was very happy that the leak had stopped. He started singing again, but he could not sing for a long time. It was getting dark. Hans was hungry and tired. He's standing there with the finger inside the hole. So, and it is getting dark. He was very tired. He was feeling hungry. If he took out the finger, what will happen? The water will again enter the tongue. The cold made him shiver. He started shivering. He thought his mother would send someone to search for him. He worried about his mother also because getting late. His mother did not know what her brave son was doing. It became colder and colder. Hans longed for the warm blankets at home. What do you mean by longed? He wished that he could get the blanket from his house to cover because he was shivering with the cold. But he knew he could not go home. If he removed his finger from the hole, water would start leaking again. He sat there the whole night. It was cold and he was hungry and in pain. Started paining because the finger might be tight inside. So it started paining and it is very cold also and he was hungry. He did not know what to do. Early the next morning, a priest and a mason came that way. Who is priest? Priest is a man who does in the puja and all in the temple or in the church. Who is mason? One who builds the houses. So they both came that way. Priest and a mason. They saw Hans groaning in pain. Groaning means he was crying in pain because the last full night he was there with his finger inside the hole. The mason plugged the hole with the priest while the priest took Hans home. Everyone in the village praised the brave boy. So when they saw Hans kept his finger inside the hole and saved the village. And what did the priest and the mason do? The mason closed the hole with the cement or something like that, and the priest took Hans to his home. And the village was safe and they all praised the brave. Dear children, how was the story? Yes, it was very nice. It's a real incident that happened in Holland. Hans, a schoolboy, saved his villagers from a disaster. What is the moral of this lesson? Help others. Dear children, help your parents by cleaning your room, washing your plate, arranging your books, watering the plants, so on. Now, read the lesson 2 or 3 times, study the meanings, opposites and question answers. You can watch the same story on YouTube. Bye.